everybody. Joe Joseph here for thedailysheeple.com, and this is your news shot. Going to the sun over in the UK, and North Korea has stepped up the rhetoric yet again in response to President Trump sending supersonic nuclear bombers over the Korean Peninsula. And I guess Uncle Kimmy over there is saying that now there's total war, that they threaten final doom of the U.S. Oh, boy. Here we go. It says here, North Korea has said it's ready for total war, threatening for the final doom of the U.S. as Donald Trump continues to stage military drills with South Korea. North Korea leader Kim Jong-un has vowed to accelerate its nuclear weapons program to maximum pace and test a nuclear device at any time as tensions rise around the Korean Peninsula. Kim Jong-un said U.S. South Korean military drills were taking the peninsula to the brink of nuclear war. Now, the North official KCNA news agency said on Tuesday, quote, the reckless military provocation is pushing the situation on the Korean Peninsula closer to the brink of nuclear war. Any military provocation against the DPRK will precisely mean a total war, which will lead to the final doom of the United States. Now, of course, we know that Kim Jong-un will go to different means to accomplish a goal. I mean, he just assassinated his brother with VX. And I mean, it wasn't just like a bomb. I mean, it was one of those things where somebody had it like on their hand and they shook his hand and next thing you know, the guy's dead. I mean, and we have, targeted bioweapons now. You have suitcase nukes. Remember, there's a bunch of unaccounted for Russian suitcase nukes. Russia, of course, at one time, and who knows, maybe even still today, used to use North Korea as a proxy, and they could still be doing this today to keep the balance of power, and this is what we do. This is what the West does. Going into Syria, using organizations like ISIS, using organizations like Al-Qaeda to go and do our dirty work for us. Meanwhile, do we experience blowback? The American people? Absolutely. Does the people in the UK? Absolutely. In Europe? Absolutely. The Western banking syndicate has really led to a deterioration in global stability. It certainly has not made the globe more stable. And the whole purpose, of course, is to keep things unstable because, the old saying is out of chaos, order. And this is exactly how they do it. They foment the chaos, people fear, and then the government swoops in to save the day. All the while, you sell and sacrifice a lot of your rights for that peace and safety that you think's an actual threat, but really isn't a threat at all. It's all a bunch of BS. Sometimes the false flag attacks aren't. Innocent people are killed, but to them, it's just a means to an end. But to us, hey, we're scared. Please, government, come and protect us. They do so. And now you have, Gestapo police state and surveillance state and so many other things with the sole purpose of just keeping you under the thumb of government. To pray, you must pray to your government God if you want to have some semblance of your life. There is no such thing as privacy anymore. That's why this North Korean thing is a bunch of hooey. All joking aside, Kim Jong-un may be a dictator, maybe the third generation in a family of dictatorship, but I will tell you this. This certainly does not require this level of attention. I think that if we had just left North Korea alone, things would not have progressed to this point. There's no benefit to Kim Jong-un acting in this way. None. Nobody gains. Same with Bashar al-Assad in Syria, gassing his own people. There's absolutely nothing to be gained by it. No value added. So you have to question the rhetoric that's coming out and what is driving that rhetoric. And North Korea could very well just be playing the role it's supposed to play for China, for Russia, against the U.S. to keep that power in balance. They may not want to look like the bad guy on the global stage or even the good guy on the global stage. Who knows what? They want to appear neutral. So they use their proxy, North Korea, to do their dirty work. Consequently, Israel uses us as their proxy, and we do their dirty work. So, I mean, it's very interesting to see how all of this works. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. You know, when you start talking about clandestine operations, when you start talking about black projects and how we've infiltrated, how all these countries have infiltrated each other. And it's just this game, this constant game of cat and mouse, of having to be one step ahead of it all the time. It's tireless. I mean, you can't rest for a second. And that's what's going on. You know, behind all of this, there's an economic war being waged without a shot being fired. This is the world we live in, and it's only going to get worse as time goes on, because the powers that shouldn't be will be more and more desperate to wrap their plans up. I'm Joe Joseph. This was thedailysheeple.com's News Shot. Feel free to comment below and visit our website over at thedailysheeple.com. Have a great day.